Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. I love you and the divine loves you. If you are new to the space, welcome. Welcome over to All Being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're new to the space, quick disclosure, sometimes I do come in hot and sometimes not. What that means is I do cuss and curse and speak the truth and call out names when guided too. So hopefully you could vibe like that. And if you can, allow me to be the first to welcome you into my A1s who are my day ones. I love you. The divine loves you. Okay. To the karmics that come over and drop their little slick remarks and the little emojis. Yeah, I did. Look, y'all, a karmic set up a 403 on here, right? So when you go to report they ass, it backfires. So YouTube, now that you know that, you'll go see that log. Get that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of them. They always coming over here, you know what I'm saying? Doing the most. They mad, right? Because they don't think you know family, that they still at it again. This is what they also found out. And this part was really fucked up. They thought you was playing about something you said you was gonna do or you have done. They just found out. They just found out. Yeah. They just found out their whole crew. This is what I'm hearing. The people they were working with, yeah, they got traced all the way down. This karmic was mad about that shit. So they tried to do it again. So then what you have to do, you just went on and you know them good old screenshots. Shit. Okay, this is the problem. This is the issue. Something like that. Only take it resonates, leave it does not. Okay, this may not be your message, but okay, several messages come out. So you might just want to sit down and see what comes out. Yeah, but you've been dealing with a bunch of karmics. They so mad. They so mad. They so mad. Do you hear me, family? I feel like they just keep on coming for you because they looking at your paper. They looking at your chatter. They looking at something. Okay. All I could tell you, family, is keep moving forward because that is what the divine has promised you to do. Okay. A lot of people want to, I feel like they jocking you more than you jocking you. You know what I'm saying? This kind of energy. It's like people are so envious of something and you're looking at it as a passion, something you do. It's a side hustle for some of y'all. Okay. It's bringing in some extra money for some of y'all. Okay. Um, for some of y'all, you're working and doing whatever it is that you're passionate about, but people are upset at it, okay? Because they're like, dang, they over there living their best life, la viva loca, okay? They upset at that, all right, family? So let's tap into this energy and see what the divine needs to want you to know about it, okay? All right. A1s who are my day one, Soul Tribe family as a whole. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do for our space, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, all of the new family members. Welcome and thank you so much for subscribing to the space. I am truly grateful. Let's tap in. Okay. Oh, big shout out to the donations. Also, okay, I'm sorry about that. Yes, thank you so much. All right, now let's tap in. Divine, at this time, I ask that you continue to keep us protected during this read, all reads, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil, any witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you clear our minds, body, souls, and vessels from it while you shield us with the mighty shield, clearing, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. Yeah, y'all, I switched it up, right? Because I feel like there were some energies trying to hold on. So we just cleared them. Now we shielded. Tell me about this energy that I'm picking up on. Okay. Bringing in balance. Do you see that? You see that? Yes, we're bringing in balance. See, there's a lot of people that they going through it right now. Okay. But they're really mad and they're staying, trying to attack you. They're trying, but you're just staying still. Something about you staying still, doing your thing in the background. Yep. You're staying still, doing what you got to do in the background. And that is a deal breaker for them. Because they can't see your hand. They can't see your hand. The left hand don't know what the right hand doing. They don't know what you doing. Okay, they can't see your hands. They don't know what's going on. They just know shit falling down. Okay, so they can't see your hand, family. They don't know the cards you playing. Whatever cards you playing is bringing in balance and peace. So that's all that matters. And look, it's allowing you to grow. They don't know what hand you playing. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a deal breaker for them. But your stillness and your energy, baby, let me tell you, they don't know what's going on. Spirit said, just build it out, okay? I'm gonna put it off. There is nothing worse than somebody not knowing what you're doing and then boom, knock, knock. They like, what? Yeah, they thought you was playing. You weren't playing at all. You were not playing. So let's see. Right, right. You see this stillness, through this stillness, you can see these people were cold-blooded, cold-hearted. Okay. They did not want you to have any sort of freedom. I bull crap y'all not. You see what came out in the reverse, freedom and kindness. Okay. They didn't want you to have any freedom, and they wasn't showing you no kindness. I could put it either way, Spirit said, okay? They didn't want you to have no freedom and were showing you no kindness, okay? Coming for you hard and heavy. So you hit them hard and heavy. They were coming for you hard and heavy. You hit them hard and heavy. They were not expecting it. I promise you they weren't. They were like, "What? Are you kidding me?" You shut them down. You shut some shit. You shut it down. You shut some shit down. I cannot. They didn't want you to have this type of protection. They didn't even know you had this type of protection. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, or power, I feel like you know everything they've been doing to you, family. You just kept receipts on it. That's all it is. You just kept receipts on it. The protection you have, that's a deal breaker for them. The type of protection you have is a deal breaker for them. It sure is. What just wanted to flip over? Mhm. This protection hunted they ass down and hunting them all down. Believe that. Okay, family? Ha! Believe that your protection is hunting them down. Your type of protection is a deal breaker. Yeah. Because it provides them with no security, no cover, no place to run or hide. Hmm. Something about them, they went through this before. They're remembering something they did before, ended up the same damn way. This is somebody that had done this before. They may have gotten themselves out of it by lying, saying something, telling somebody they weren't involved, this, that, and the third. And this time, yeah, people are wiser. They already know this person was a lie. How you caught up in the same spot again, but you don't got nothing to do with nothing? How you in the same situation again, but you don't have nothing to do with nothing? How you in the same circumstances again, but you don't have nothing to do with nothing? You see how spirit wanted to just spit out everything on these people? Look, they was getting by looking real nice and sweet and innocent. Okay, that look people be having, but they'll sit up there and judge you fast, right? You come in walking in somewhere, they'll think you a criminal. You talk about trying to judge a book by its cover, family. Okay. These people up here, they'll look at you and size you up and swear for God, you can't be trusted. Not knowing the motherfucker standing right next to him is the one they need to watch out for. That one sitting up there looking real professional and shit. Got they shit all got they shit all dressed looking like, I would never. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one that's gonna do it, family. Okay, that's gonna be the one that's gonna do it, right? They're gonna do the most. Okay, these people realize that they know that now. They know that now after hmm, wow. Stereotyping you. After stereotyping you, they questioning every motherfucking thing. Do you hear me, family? They're questioning everything. Okay. They looked at you, they judged you, they said, nah, we can't trust them. If anybody, it would be them that would. Not at all. You ain't never put on a front for no fucking body. You don't have time to be front. Okay. Somebody sitting up in here thinking, damn, they was not playing. You called somebody's bluff. They was running around telling everybody, oh, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that. The little did they not know nothing about you. You will do that, especially when they was coming for you. They showed you no mercy, so you ain't showing nobody no mercy. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it has to be. You're not arrogant about it. I feel like you set up with a you. I feel like in this energy I'm picking up here, you was turning your cheek so much to where you finally said, "Shit, now enough is enough." Yes, because you can only turn your cheek so much, family. Okay, you can only turn the other cheek so much, especially when it comes to these fake ass friends, families, co-workers, bosses, all the above. Okay, all the above. You can only turn your cheek so many times. I feel like you have turned your cheek more than enough. I feel like a lot of people just were going to take advantage of you until they got a knock on the door. Hmm. And now they know you are not to be fucked with. Wait for it, and you'll send shit. Hold up. Why I hear somebody say they will contact the consulate. Where the consulate at? Over in Europe? Y'all like, we will contact the consulate on some shit. Okay, that's how deep it gets. Because people just keep coming for you, coming for you, coming for you, and you're sitting here thinking like, "Dang, what did I do to deserve all this?" You didn't do nothing but step away from them. See, these is motherfuckers that are still mad because they dogged you out so bad, family, right? To where you weren't supposed to get back up. You weren't supposed to be able to do anything. Man, lo and behold, not only did you get up, but you're thriving. Okay, for whom this message is resonate with, because I don't feel like our Soul Tribe family has a bunch of people in it that aren't thriving. And if they aren't, it's because there's just some work they still need to do, or there's something they need to finish. That's no pun intended. It's just something you need to do and work on. We are all still working and growing. Never think that we're not. Okay. Message. All right, family. Woo. Yes, let me see. Tell me more. This is a victory. See, you cutting people off is a victory for you. You cutting people off is a victory for you. Definitely. Because they was trying to trick you up. Switchbag shit. Okay. Trying to trick you up. A lot of them wanted you to even look at some things as being victorious, but they were still working in the background. See, that's what you knew too. They were still working in the background. So you're like, damn, why you still fucking with me? Okay, forget it. You just sent everything you had to where it needed to go. They said since they keep attacking your devices, since they keep attacking your devices for every company that has anything to do with any type of login information and shit, they're all on high alert. Every company. So now they're gonna have to bypass companies and more stuff, especially when you set up pass keys and shit and delete all devices that could possibly do anything. Okay, when it comes to once you sign everything out and go back in, any pass key that's bypassed, if anybody call the company now, they're gonna have to get permission, and they're not gonna, and it's not just gonna be, oh nope, they can't call in acting like they tech support, help desk, or none of that shit. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, they thought you was playing. They don't get paid to think. The fuck? It's obvious. Right. Because you've been transforming shit through courage. It takes courage to turn a motherfucker in. They thought you was playing and shit. You not playing. These people trying to mess with your way of life. You about to send them after some more motherfuckers. Because it's obvious they don't want to quit. Your family could be involved here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, your family, that's their intentions. Their intentions is try to eat off of you. No, you go to work, how? Her, him, sir, ma'am. You go to work. Okay, family. Exactly. That's been communicated and effectively. Yes. trying to act like their hands is clean. Their hands weren't clean at all. Criminal intent across the board, working out of their shadow side all the time, getting mad at you because you stepping up with proof. This is your family. This is them co-workers and shit. Them ex-bosses. Tell me more, spirit. They've been doing the most, okay? The most. Yep. You're the catalyst out here. Yep. The spark that lit the flame. You the spark that lit the flame. Yeah. You the spark that lit the flame. Hold on. You brought in this balance through stillness. Yeah, you're the spark that lit the flame. hmm They may even be upset about that because they was trying to say you were fake when I seen it. Yeah, they was trying to say you were fake. See, this is a hidden talent they didn't know nothing about. This is a hidden talent they didn't know nothing about. See, they always saw you in a working matter, right? Working in the office, coming in the office. They didn't know you had the behind the scenes skills too. You got some behind scenes skills too. Shit, you put every motherfucking body on high alert. These motherfuckers that's wondering who you are. They wondering who you are. Okay, somebody could be catching feelings for you behind it. They thought you were all lip service and shit. That's what you get for thinking. You don't get paid to think. That's what they get for thinking, family. They don't get paid to think. Shit, you open 24/7, and them is the facts. You open 24 by 7. Shit, while other motherfuckers are sleeping, you still getting it in. Yeah. Manipulative ex, no more. That motherfucker going to jail. Yeah. Anybody to try to tell you kick rocks, they wishing they didn't now. Acts of kindness, just not just say, yeah. They was never doing it. See, these motherfuckers here, they didn't want to kick rocks. That's what it is. These exes, these people, they didn't want to leave you alone. They didn't want to kick rocks. And you were being kind, but they weren't showing you kindness. You wasn't flirting with none of them. That's another problem they had. Yeah. They were doing this all for social pressure. Hmm. Okay. Well, I hope that social pressure and whatever they were doing this for, I hope they've learned a lesson. Because this time, whoever this energy is that was always playing innocent, always playing like they weren't involved, they done caught them up in too many different things. Okay. This is what I'm hearing. Hold on. Let me see. This is what I'm hearing. They've caught them up in too many different things. Yeah. And this was unwanted attention. Now people are giving them judgmental stares. Yeah. And it took two to tango. So you couldn't dance by yourself, okay? I feel like with this, it takes two to tango. This could have been them and another partner, somebody that they were trying. Look, I can't make it up, okay? I cannot make it up. This is somebody that's just a IP sickness bag, a AIP sickness bag, okay? Mm-mm. Somebody out here with their partner trying to get your money, trying to take from you. And it says here, yeah, this was the bridge to your future. So, bridges to your future. This was something you were building. Okay. Something you were building that was benefiting you or is going to benefit you. That's what they were after. Yeah. They thought you was playing until they got that knock on that door. This was not a motherfucking game. Mhm. Somebody out here is sick. Do you hear me? They sick over their future because they got a baby out here they got to provide for. That's what they saying, but that's what they was doing it behind. They was taking from you. Okay, they looking at this baby's future now. The baby mama is out here pregnant and the baby daddy going to jail, or baby mama just had a baby and both their asses is going to jail over some shit they was doing to you. I can't make it up. That's why you on a winning streak. Culture. See, this was a culture appropriation, y'all. Okay. So they were using some sort of cultural symbols, okay? trying to strip something. I feel somebody was in here faking like they was from your culture. Somebody could have been around you acting like they were who you coming from your culture and they were not, or something like that. Mm-mm. Significant exploitation. That's exactly what it was. They were stealing your culture. They were stealing something. Okay, that's like changing the emoji. Y'all, you see, after I reset my phone, my emoji went back to being yellow. I just left it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because other folks was trying to come in and maybe even act like they was you and they weren't. They just got caught up. Somebody, I'm telling you. Mm-mm. Somebody's telling them we do not pay you to think. You sat up here and did this, feeling like this person was open for you to be able to do this to. We didn't send out the new list of who was untouchable. Hmm. Or don't touch. We didn't send out the new list on caution and warning because this motherfucker's not playing when they say they're gonna do something. Hmm. Well, they know now. Tell me more. They know now. Somebody who was lazy. Okay, doesn't exactly have to be a lover. It could have been a lover. It could have been just a lazy ass family member that you thought loved you and you found out very different. Exactly. And that was your lucky break to find out very different at the bottom of the deck. That was your lucky break, okay? Because these people, damn, they monkey branch and jumping from one to the next, one over here, over there. Yeah, from one project to one relationship, just jumping from one to the next. Wow. Police done got involved in Hellboy. Yeah. Shit, the police done got involved with some sort of toxic lover you had. This toxic lover could have been got. Ooh, why I hear they got picked up for trafficking? You had a toxic lover get picked up for trafficking? Damn. Mm, and damn. The police done got involved now. They taking over the case. The police done got involved with a toxic ex that done got picked up for trafficking. I'll be damned. And probably some more shit. Look, they was living a double life here, double standards. They show were family living a double life. Yep. And you are the spark of creativity. Not only are you the catalyst, you the spark that lit that flame, you also the spark of creativity. I feel like you got all hands on deck with this one. You got all hands on deck with this one. You sure did, family. You got all hands on deck with this one. Mm, mm, mm. I feel somebody really just crossed the line big time. Hmm. Yeah, they thought you was playing. They don't get paid to think. And that is obvious. Someone is scorning somebody right now for it, letting them know that was dumb. What did you do that for? Oh, you thought because they were sweet and naive and kind to you that that motherfucker did not have another side? Ha! You didn't catch what the rumor was. You didn't get that rumor mill that went out there. You didn't find out. Yeah, that wasn't a rumor. Them was facts. Motherfuckers was running around. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. They kept coming at you, family. You didn't have but a choice. Now the secret is spreading. You ain't to be played with. Somebody crossed the motherfucking line. I bet you they learned their lesson. I bet you they learned their lesson. Uh-huh. If they didn't, they about to. But they did. Trust me, they did. They learned their lesson. Yes, they did. And like I said, somebody is catching feelings for you. Maybe it's because let's see why they catching feelings for you. Maybe this is somebody that's watching you, battle a lot of opposition. Okay. And maybe they're feeling like you could take a break somewhere around 24, 2040 or 2041 in the next 15 years. Okay. Somebody may be thinking about, what your next 15 years are going to be looking like here, catching feelings, liking something about you. Okay. Grandma told you it was gonna happen. Okay, there's an older figure who helps you, your ancestors. Many of them I'm hearing, your great great greats and great grandmas, their grandma, your great grandma, your great great and great great greats. They help you. That's a long line. See, somebody here might be thinking about, ooh, somebody is seeking wise counsel over this cultural clash, okay? Because they may be into you, but they may not know if something about wise counsel here. They're seeking wise counsel there because they see something in you, they love something, they're being drawn to you, they're seeking wise counsel right now. There could be a cultural clash. That's why they're seeking wise counsel. Okay. I feel like this is somebody that has watched you up against a lot of opposition. I cannot make it up. You got espionage out here and radiating confidence. Okay. So while you've been working through all this bullshit, you've been radiating confidence. And evidently the confidence is working. Okay. Because you got all hands on deck. Yeah. This spy is out here, possibly could be this person that's liking you. It could be one of these little, these ones over here that's mad at you. Okay. Take it how it resonates. Mm, yeah. Somebody's just watching you glow. They're watching your glow up, and that's what's pissing them off. And at the bottom of the day, I cannot make it up because they fake as hell. They wish they could do what you do. They wish they could do what you do. They wish. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. They wish they had came up with it. There's somebody here that is wishing they had come up with it, but the thing is, they too busy running around. Okay, you could have tried to tell somebody do this or do that, but they were just too busy. Not listening. I can't make it up. Yeah, you are held in high honor. You better believe it. Okay. You are held in high honor, or someone that's official holds you in high honor. Take it how it resonates. I feel like there's a combination of both. And somebody could be wanting to commit with you through some sort of legal, somebody could have been married. Somebody may want to marry you. Damn. They have a lot to do with government official type energy. You got the US flag out here twice. Okay. Somebody here has a lot of power or pull within the government, or they have a government, or they want to get married over just going to the legal department, not having a big old wedding. I agree. Okay. Especially if it's real, it's real. You don't got to have everybody. Hell, you ain't even, ain't nobody even coming to your wedding. Your whole family fucked up. Hmm. Look, these third party stitches out here, they upset about that. They upset. Some feeling some sort of kind of ways. Others got their nose turned up. You got somebody on here that got a smirk on their face, kind of like, okay, I see you. Yeah, there's mixed emotions out here. Somebody over here is blushing, like, damn, they did that. They pulled that off. Damn. You got other folks over here in the background looking pissed and mad. I can't make it up. Animosity behind this here. Mad about it. Yeah. Look, they thinking they shouldn't have trusted somebody. They trusted somebody. They trusted the wrong body. That's who they trusted, family. They trusted the wrong body. Somebody trusted the wrong body. I can't make it up. They don't believe this person no more. This voodoo practitioner here. They trusted some voodoo. They thought some voodoo was gonna get you. Can't no voodoo get you. You ain't into all that kind of shit. You into the divine, and that's it. And if the divine says whatever the divine look, and that's what they awaken into. They like, damn. Oh, excuse me. That was a backfire. That's what they looking at right now. They're like, damn, that was a backfire. Hmm. I cannot make it up. This karmic feminine energy did not listen to their intuition, family. She just did not. This and they're awakening to it. This karmic had no idea that your intuition was on fleek like that. They don't know what to do right now. Hmm. They don't know what to do right now. Tell me more, spirit. They whole crew is like, we shouldn't have trusted this motherfucker. Damn. We thought we had it in the bag. Damn. Look, now they all afraid they gonna be living in lustful poverty, having to give up themselves for some money. Damn, that's crazy. But hey, message. Now the veil has been lifted on the split. They wish it was then. They wish they had known what they had seen or known what you knew. Because I feel like they were taking a peek. This energy here is like, she knew not to do something, but she did it anyway. He did it anyway. Everybody's looking at her like your voodoo does not work or something like that. Yeah, because you still getting this unsuspected money. You still getting this unexpected you didn't think you look all behind these flying monkeys and what they was doing. Hmm. They didn't want you to be a rich girl. They wanted people to see you as some cold-blooded ice queen energy. You ain't no cold-blooded ice queen. But shit, they was working real hard to make sure you didn't exceed them when it came to your finances. I could tell you that. Now they're in concern because they don't get paid to think. Motherfuckers was stupid. They had a whole entity attached to them. It seems to me like whatever voodoo was sent, woo, whatever voodoo was sent. I heard Papa Legba. Now listen to me. Papa Legba looked at them like, hold up, wait a minute. You sending me after who? Papa Legba was like, okay, well, I'm gonna observe them. He turned right back around and went and got their ass, all of them. Hmm. Some of the Orisha, some of the Oshun. Your grandparents are Orishas and Oshuns. Hmm. Light workers. Some of them are deities too. I can't pick it up. Your spiritual team is tied to divinity. You may be an elite light worker. Hmm. I feel you are. That's why you're living in blissfulness. Final message. You can't, ain't no rituals hitting you. Okay, family? And on the shuffle at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? I promise you, you done turned a whole mature man's life upside down. All right, family. So I'm going to leave that here. Hopefully it resonates. Let's close out. At this time, Divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.